how cheery is that music? I just realised I came to work dressed as a deck chair today. It suddenly just dawned on me. How are you? It's Sunday. We don't normally see you on a Sunday, but we are live right now this very Sunday, and you're going to be seeing me every Sunday. Now, some people will say that's amazing. Some will say, well, I could have lived without it, to be honest. But it's not just about me. What it's about is all the incredible deals. This is, of course, Second Chance Sunday. It's about you letting us know what deals you want to see. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to give those deals that you request a second chance. Now, usually I'll be here on my own every Sunday at 4 p.m. for about an hour going through all of these amazing deals. However, today, because it is the launch, we thought we had to do something special. So we're going to give you an extra hour, and we're going to bring the Queen of Crafts companion herself into the studio as well. Sara's here. How are you, Sara?
Oh, I'll take that. The Queen of Crafters companion herself. I tell you what, I've just noticed as well, totally by fluke, I'm wearing that same dress that I was in the promo. We didn't record that. That's not live, that bit. I just happened to be this organised. Although I nipped home after our busy morning show this morning, popped home to have my Sunday dinner, and the kids, our Oliver came running up. He said, Mummy, why were you dressed as a builder this morning? And I said, no, it's because we had the warehouse clearance. So for those of you who've been with us all day, hopefully you'll have been with us this morning for our incredibly busy US warehouse clearance show. Now, if you missed the show, don't worry, you can still go back and watch it. You can also still go back and shop it. Now, a lot of the stuff in the UK warehouse clearance has sold out. In fact, more than half of the stuff that we had in the show has completely sold out and gone. However, couple of little top tips for you. What we have got left are some of the goodie bags. So, these were on the show this morning. Pop the details on from the warehouse clearance this morning. 85% of the stock that we had went in the show this morning. So if you're ordering anything this afternoon and perhaps you want to make yourself up to free postage, or you missed the show this morning and you're just seeing this, you've still got chance to get your mystery warehouse clearance bag. It says £70, but most of them are over £100 worth of stuff. £25, $35. Do you want a little nosy at what sort of stuff you're going to get in it?
Oh, yes, please.
And the reason I've got 3 bags is basically you can order up to 3 in one transaction and we'll guarantee you something different. If you order them all in one transaction, if you ordered one earlier, we can't tell when we come to pack your second order that you've already ordered one. But if there's 3 on one order, when they come to pick it, they'll pick them from the 3 different buckets. So to give you an idea of what you might be getting in here, so if you happen to get this one, for example, we have some of our, look what we found at the back of the warehouse. We thought we'd sold out of all of these, some of our foil transfers. So you get the pack of foil transfers and the foil. You also get a huge pack of our word sentiments. So this alone is worth more than the whole of the mystery bag. Then we've got some of our diamond pressed dies. We've got some of our amazing 3D buckles. So these are going to be your mixed media dies. We've got some Sheena Creator Flower. We've got quite a few Sheena ones in this one, actually. This is the last of what we've got of the Sheena stock going in here. Some creator cards, some more diamond pressed stuff, some more little word sentiments, some little, look, there's loads in here. And that's just one of them. Like I said, we have 3 completely different bags. I'll try and come back to them over the course of the show and show you what's in them, unless we sell out of them. Because 85% of the stock went this morning. It's not even supposed to be on this. In fact, it's not in this afternoon show. If you go and look on the website, you won't see this. You'll have to go back to the morning show or do a search in the search bar on the website for mystery. If you search for mystery, it'll bring up the mystery bag, £25, $35, or just type that details on there. Also, we did have, and I'm just going to briefly mention this because this is limited to our UK customers only, we did have the amazing wheelie toad. So we had these in the US warehouse clearance, where you basically buy the toad, $89.99, and you get over £100 worth of stuff cram-packed into it. So £100 worth of stuff coming in there. Details are all up there, $89.99, but actually, you do get, if you're a platinum member, a gold member, a silver member, if you're in Club Inspire, you will get your Club Inspire discount on top of that. So that was just my little heads up from what you missed out on this morning. Joe's going to run you through all the exciting stuff we've got for this show now.
Oh, absolutely, I will. Alicia saying, OMG, good morning from Arkansas. Whoop, 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 all in capitals. She's excited about the show. Carolyn says, wow, that means we have you, Joe, every day. Every day's a Joe day now here on Crafters TV. Absolutely, it is. Christine.
Joe doesn't need to sleep. Joe just needs to stay here in the studio.
I love it. It's my favourite place to be. Christine from the Netherlands is saying, hello. Hang on, haven't you got Christine from the Netherlands? It's a friend of yours.
That's our Christine. That's our friend Christine. Hi, Christine.
Oh, hello, Christine. It's a pleasure to have your company. Yes, so remember, the whole point of these shows is that it's Second Chance Sunday. It's about us bringing back deals that you really want to see. You can always let us know. So you can reach out to me on Facebook and you can give me your suggestions. Lots of you have. I'm working on, I don't want to say it just in case I'm not able to make it happen, but working on the A3 cardstock for next week. Fingers crossed, I'm doing my best. And you can always reach out to us by emailing us studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Now, as well as all the deals that you guys want to bring back, every week there'll be a deal that I wanted to bring back. And this week it is the deal on the Gemini plates. Now, we did this about 3 weeks ago, I believe. Now, this one here is this the junior or the regular that we've got on the screen? That's the regular. Let me get the regular ones, the larger ones. Now, the large ones, what you get is you get the 2 clear plates and you get the plastic shim as well. Now, we bring you loads of deals where you can get like the whole thing with the bag and all the other ones, but these really are the 3 core ones that you're going to want to replace more than the others. That's why they're always the most requested. So $19.98 gets you the 2 cutting plates and it gets you the plastic shim as well. That's saving 30%, whether that's in the UK or the US. We also, a third of the stock already gone before the show started there, and we do also have the juniors for you as well. So if you want to get the Gemini Junior cutting plates, they are also available. Check the website for the price on those. Oh, large background stamps is where we're going to go next. You guys, I think this was a...
this was Sarah's request as well.
This was Sarah's request as well. This was on a cartload maybe 4 weeks ago. Now, you can go for them in their twos, but what you can also then do is go for the whole collection is the best way of grabbing these. Now, the great thing is about our collage stamps is that they give you such a... Oh, and Deborah in Birmingham requested these as well as you, Sarah.
Yay! Go, Deborah! Go, Deborah!
I love that Sarah's there thinking it was just her request that got them on show. Deborah, it was all your work as well. In the complete collection, what you've got here is you've got the newspaper collage, which is this one here. Now, the thing is about the collage stamps, you've got this really big element just here, and that's all your background bits. So if you're into your mixed media, you're going to love using those. You've then also got all your embellishing dies down here as well. You've got some sentiments in here too. So that's the first one. You've also then got the Oriental Peony. Again, the size of that background is amazing. It's absolutely huge. Got that big focal point. If you want to stamp that out and colour it, you want to stamp that out and fussy cut it, it's going to be great to allow you to do a whole host of different techniques on. This one is always so popular. This is the Distressed Harlequin. This background with some heat embossing and a resist technique looks absolutely beautiful. And then finally, this one here is your script collage. Really great for the flourishes that you have here, for the backgrounds that you've got, and again, all that lovely script writing. Really usable. And the thing is, they are absolutely mahoosive. They are the biggest stamps I think that we do. £34.98, £46.90. You are saving more than you're spending when you get them all together in that configuration just there. So it is an incredible deal. Right, talking of incredible deals, now the nesting dies. We've bought these back in lots of different configurations for you. The thing is about these, this deal is like 2 or 3 weeks old. So sometimes what will happen is when we try and bring deals back for you on a Sunday, to bring the deal back, we have to make the deal better than it was before. So for instance, with the large collage stamps, you actually, when you bought both sets before, we gave you some craft card. Now we've given you a big discount on it instead. So you're actually getting a better deal. With the vintage lace I'm going to show you in a minute, you're getting a better deal than you did previously there. And with this collection, the price is amazing. £40 gets you £90. Oh, hello, nearly knocked it over. Gets you £90 worth of dies. So you've got 9 different die collections within here. Most have got about 9 or 10 dies. So you've got the Scalloped Circle, you've got the Stitch Circle, there's the Scalloped Oval, you've got the Scalloped Square, then here we have the Torn Edge Circle, you've got the Torn Oval, and you've also got the Torn Square. Now the great thing is about these is that they enable you to do your card blanks. They're going to be great for enabling you to do things like your tags if you want to do matte and layers with these. They're a real staple and essential in lots of people's crafty arsenal, and this is a great chance for you to get loads of them in one go for a fraction of the price that you should be paying for them. It's why it was such an incredible deal when we bought it to you before. It's why we've bought it back. I was meant to tell you 10% had gone. That would be a fib if I told you that now, because now 15% of the stock has sold out and gone there. Very, very busy start to our show. Right. Oh, I'm so excited by these. I love these. I think these are just the most amazingly modern dies that we bring to you. Great for personalisation, wonderful for so many different projects as well. It is our shadow alphabet. Now you've got the opportunity here to get the whole alphabet there, so you can see all the way through all of the different letters. You'll also get as well the ampersand in here too, so you can see that there. Then what you're also getting to is you are going to get the numbers as well. So you're getting all of the alphabet, all the numbers, and the ampersand. These have just been done in black and white cardstock or purple and black cardstock. You wait until you see these with a pop of colour behind them. Wait until you see them with mirror and matte mirror and glitter and all of the things. They are absolutely beautiful. I'm really looking forward to Sarah's demonstrations on those. £73 or $80 gets you all of them. You've got a complete collection there. Over 20% is your saving. Right, the next one we've got for you. This, my, vintage lace. It is 1/5 of the stock already gone. Wowzers, you haven't even seen it yet. The website is in meltdown. Now, the great thing about this is what we did previously, I'll level with you, is we brought this to you as 2 different collections. You had to buy the frames and the embossing folders and you had to buy the metal die collection. And if you did that, we then gave you a freebie included. We don't have enough stock to do that again because a few of the bits have gone. So what we're saying to you now is you don't have to buy 2 collections, just buy 1 collection and we'll give you the freebies anyway. So the value is even better. Let me run you through what you're getting in here. So you're going to get the Chantilly lace border, which is this one just here. So you can see tessellating die, you're able to take that out, cut that into that outside edge and remove it. And you can make a strip of this. Great for doing things like your Z-fold cards, for instance. You've then got the butterflies here too. Now these butterflies are amazing. 3 different butterflies. You can lift the wings on them, layer them up, use them separately. It's completely up to you. This Kaleidoscope of butterfly dies is one of our most popular butterfly dies of all time. So you've got that in here. You've got 2 lots of foliage, or if you're posh, foliage as I used to call it. This one here is your botanicals, and you've also getting then as well your vintage vines. These are great also to use with your flower forming foam if you want to. Then what you're getting is you're getting the frame. So with this one, you're getting the Rococo frame. Now the great thing is about the frame, it's like really fancy nesting die. So use it for frames, use it for card blanks, layer it up, create really lovely densifiable projects like this one here. So you're getting all of that included. I'm not done yet. No, I am not. You're also going to get as well 2 of the flower dies. So this one here is the Petite Posies. You're also going to get the Vintage Rose as well. And these are great for things like your paper flowers. Now, because you've bought that collection, what we're then giving you is the bits that we gave you last time when you bought 2 collections. Do you see how the value is unbelievable within this offer? So what you're then going to get is you're going to get the A4, Sara, just can't believe it over there. You're going to get the
I'm shaking my head in absolute utter disbelief. I'm thinking I need to run up the street and kiss the milkman, Joe. That's what I'm thinking.
You're going to get the luxury linen cardstock. This is all included for that price there. I know, right? You're going to get a luxury linen cardstock, 4 different colours. You're going to get the satin ribbon, and you're going to get the rub-ons as well. You get absolutely all of it. You are saving more than you're spending. It is an amazing, amazing deal. I think that could be the first thing to sell out in this show. Now, Precious Memories, the large collection. Well, that's going to be the first thing to sell out because this has already sold out. The Precious Memories.
No way.
Yeah, it's gone. I'm so sorry.
Joe, I was going to demo that one. My demo's ready.
Well, we do have the mini version available for you if you want. So if you want to go for the mini version, you can. It's this one just here. So it's a Gemini Precious Memories mini die collection. You get the mini pocket and the accessories and mini card and envelope. $38.23 or $50.93. That's great. You're not going to make a full memory book, but you're definitely going to be able to make elements of a memory book, whether you're using them for your memory books or on things like your scrapbook pages. $42.99, $51.95 if you want to go for that one. Okie doke. Spectrum Noir, the metallic markers. Now, this is another one where the deal has got better because what you did before was you bought 2 and you got 1 free. So buy 2, we gave you a third for 3. The problem is we haven't got 3 packs in stock anymore. So now what do you do, Sara?
You buy 1, you get 1 free.
Absolutely.
Well, it seems only fair, Joe. You got 1 free last time, so we've had to give you 1 free still. It's just we can't charge you for 2 because we haven't got 2 to charge you for. Didn't want to shortchange you on the freebies, so I had to just shortchange on us on what we ordered.
Absolutely, and that was Lotta that asked if we could get these back from Frankfurt. Yes, we can, and we can make that deal even better for you. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in this show, isn't there? It doesn't mean, though, you can't get in touch with us. It also doesn't mean is maybe you bought these deals when they were on the first time around. You want to share with us some pictures of what you've been up to. Really easy for you to do that with us here today at Crafters TV. Studio at crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you need to send that, that into. Stephen says, I'm going to kiss the delivery guy when my wheelie bag and my other orders arrive. I'm not sure.
Lynn says I'm not allowed to kiss the milkman, a bit too close. Probably right.
Yeah, no kissing the milkman too close. Yes, okay. Right, I'm going to dive into these comments, Sara. I know you've got loads of inspiration, haven't you, that you want to share with us this Sunday afternoon. Not often we get to say that. I
know, it's quite nice to be here on a Sunday. Right, I'm going to start with the metallic markers because honestly, guys, buy 1 pack, get 1 free. They are ridiculous. And honestly, this isn't a warehouse kit. We're not selling these out. We're waiting for our we're waiting for the slow boat to China to come with even more of this stock on, because we sell these. These pens will be in stock forever and a day here at Crafters Companion, apart from when we're waiting for the next stock to arrive. So we shouldn't do buy one get one free deal. So honestly, if you've been waiting for the metallic markers, please get them today, because chances are as well, whichever one of these buy one get one free, we'll probably only have one set left after this. So if someone else requests this on a second chance Sunday, I can't just give you it for free with nothing in. You're gonna have, so this is probably the only chance you'll get to get with it. Now let's have a look. These are the colours that are coming in. Can you see? So you get the metallic set and also the antique elements. So these are called your precious metals, which are basically your traditional metallic colours. And then your antique elements are your coloured set within here. So can you see, if I take some of these lovely shades, obviously I'm going to start with the purple, I'm as predictable as ever. Can you see, you get a fine nib on each one, and you also get this beautiful brush nib on each one as well. So you can see just how wide that brush nib is. And you can see when I tilt it to the light, just how amazing that metallic sparkle is. Now, these are wonderful for brush lettering. So you see I can go light on the up, heavy on the down, and we can just be always, whatever it is you're writing, look how easy that is to work with. And that gorgeous sparkle. And we can do that with all the colours. So let's have a look. We'll get in the lovely metallic red. So let's go Joe. Oh, and then light on the up, heavy on the down. Look, see how easy that is. And again, that lovely metallic. Now, these are watercolour. So watch what that means, you see. If I get a little bit of water on my brush, and then I come, let's get another shade here. Let's get a nice coppery one. I do like the coloured ones. The other set that we have that's sold out is a coloured one. So let's have a look. If I put a little bit of copper down there, and I put a bit of red down next to it, right? What you can do is you can use your damp, not wet brush, and you can blend the two together, because they're watercolour, which means you can watercolour with them. It also means if you wanted to put a little bit, for example, of red down on here, what I can do is I can come and pick up the colour, and I can do, can you see I can do
Can you colour any quicker? Because, sorry, 20% of the stock's already gone, so they're going very, very fast. I just wanted to let you know that.
Quicker, aren't I? 20%, right. Okay, and then I'm worried, you see, because then that'll be the next coloured set will go, and then we'll just have normal metallic markers on the show. Come here, a couple of things I want to show you then. What about if you want to do cutie little love hearts, right? You just go like this, watch, if I do it upside down. And you see there's my cutie little love heart, how lovely is that? Or, if you want to do little flowers, you just go all the way around. This is like a metallic pewter, this one, so it's going to be hard to see on the black. I should probably have done it on the white. Can you see though, when we tilt the light to it? Do you know where I've done them on? Done those, Joe, on glass. Because you can draw or write on glass with these. How fabulous is that? In fact, I can show you that if you want. I'm going to go and get in. Look at this technique, this project I made. I did a whole masterclass on this. And can you see, if I put a little bit of white in here, you might be able to see it a little bit easier. Roll all that up. Can you see, we actually wrote Sara. Do you want to know how I did that? I'll tell you, with Jilly, our floor manager, I think this was a subtle hint. This is her coffee mug from outside. She's already done me the J on it, so I'm ready to go. Basically, what she's done is, she's printed me this out onto a little bit of copier paper. Can you see? We've stuck the copier paper down with a little bit of stick and spray. And then all you need to do is come in with your pen and just dot around the edge. So you can either dot with the thicker edge or dot with the thinner edge, but just dotting around the edge like this. And I'm going to do it with a few different colours, Joe. And then when it's dry, all you do is you lift this out. Now, so these are suitable to use on glass or ceramic or tile or anything like this. Don't put in the dishwasher. It's decorative purposes only, so it's not going to give you anything that's like, you know.
Do you remember the demonstration you did, Sarah, where you used these in conjunction with an embossing folder?
Yes.
Because Anne from Connecticut said she bought these and she could not believe the demo you did with the embossing folder.
Is that just where I just use them to ink, like an
I think
ink
so,
pad?
yeah, just to like, instead of a gilding wax basically, like in that way, do you remember?
Absolutely. Well, should we do that as well?
Oh, let's. I think that'd be a great idea.
Because these are going to go, aren't they? So I bet I'll get demo one of these before they sell out.
On that note, 30% of these is now sold out and gone, and we've only been on them maybe, what, 6 minutes. So yeah, it's really busy. If you want them, I definitely order them sooner rather than later. There is a technique kit as well that goes along with it. That technique kit is on your screen at the moment. So you've got the rubber stamps in there, the acrylic stamps, and all of those bits too.
Right, I best get cracking then, Joe. So I'm doing a bit of dotting here, and then I'm going to put this down. Just let this dry, and then I will start. I'll get that embossing folder. You see, your wish is my command. Second chance Sunday. Not just second chance to see the product, second chance to see the demos if there's something you want to see. Right, I'm going to leave that to dry, and then we can have a little look at that. Do you know what I think Julie also likes? She likes a bit of love. She likes a bit of love, so she might want some little love hearts on here. Do you want some little love hearts on your glass, Julie? Yeah, she likes little love hearts. She loves me, and she loves a cup of coffee. So I think all things considered, a couple of little love hearts on here is going to look pretty good, Julie. All right? So there we go. So there's a couple of little love hearts on. Right, who was asking to... Oh, man, I've just spilt water all over.
Have you got some tissue?
So do you know what? Well, no, I think that's a fair way away from me. I think Julie might have to come in and clean it up. Yeah, sorry. Oh no, I've got my tissue under here. I've got my tissue. It's not the super absorbent stuff, but it's all right. Do you know what? In 2 months of lockdown, this is the first time I've done this. So I think.
Do you need more water?
Yeah, no, it's the first time I've had a big disaster like this, is what I was going to say. I tell you what, you just like give them a really important stock update.
No, it's all right. We'll just stay with you for a bit longer.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just want to recap the colours that you're getting in here as well. So remember, you're getting two. You're getting precious metals, which is this one just here. This is the gold plate, the gold nugget, the burnished copper, the antique bronze, the pewter, and the silver ingot. And then in this one here, which is the antique elements, you've in there got the antique pearl, vintage satin, tarnished silver, the rose gold, the age copper, and the ancient bronze in there. $11.99. Would you know what you're looking at there? And I can't believe I'm saying this for Spectrum Noir value. You're looking at £1 per marker when you get them in this configuration, which is quite unbelievable. £11.99 or £16.95. Now there's a technique, 30% of that is gone, by the way. There's a technique kit that goes with this too. Now with the technique kit, what you're going to get is 2 of our unmounted rubber stamps, always incredibly popular whenever we bring those to you. You've got the Decadent Lilies layering stencil. You've got one of those stamps, the dies, sorry, that we had in the earlier show, one of the sentiment dies. And you've got one of our acrylic stamps in there too. And that kit has been put together by Sara to perfectly complement these metallic markers, to allow you to be able to do loads and loads of different techniques with them. Right, the Spectrum Noir inks are very busy. Whenever we bring these ink pads to you, this is the 13-piece collection that you're getting just here. Loads of lovely colours, lots of purples and reds in there. £50 or $60 if you want to grab those. 20% off there. And they are always fantastic. Now, let me just go back to the Gemini cutting plates. These ones just here. Now, this is the large Gemini machine that you're seeing here. Third of the stock has gone. The 2 clear plates and the plastic shim as well. Now we do have, I believe, the smaller Gemini ones on the show for you as well. You can get these as well. Gemini ones on Gemini Junior there on the L1598 or 1990, depending on which one of those you get. Now, obviously, Second Chance Sunday is all about you requesting products that come back, but I will have a request every week as well, and mine was to get those Gemini plates back on the show this week. Just quickly having a look in the comments. Debbie here, I'm going to go and set up the barbecue. Oh, lovely. We'll watch you later. It must be warmer there than it is here in the northeast, I can only assume. Barbie's asking, will we have the re-inkers on sale for the Illustrator markers?
Yeah, they're all on the website.
They're all there now.
Go and have a little look on the website. They're all available.
There you are. Make sure you pop across there and use the little heart technique to make an envelope liner. It was quite pretty, says Jan. Loads of you loving these. Very, very busy. Over the 30% of the stock has gone. I'm going to hand you back to Sara for part 2. I was going to say post-watershed then. It kind of fits, doesn't it?
Post-water pour, anyway. Right. This, do you know what? It might have given us a chance to have this dry anyway. So do you want to see? Oh, you're not there, Joe. You're here. Right. Do you want to have a little look what this looks like? So if I peel this off now, we're going to go then. I'm going to peel this bit off here. So bear in mind, you don't want, when you stick it, you don't want it too stuck down. How good's this looking? I hope you're liking the look of your new mug, Jilly. Right, so look at this. When we take all of this off, you're left with just where those dots are. That's pretty awesome. Let's put on a little bit of white. Yes, that looks really good, doesn't it? And that's exactly what I did with the Sara one. When I did the Sara one, I just did the little dots all the way around. So like I said, they are for decorative purposes only. But if you've got some friends coming around or you've got a little party and you want to do these, then they'd look brilliant.
A third of the stock has now gone, Sara.
All right, I'm cracking on.
Of these to last the whole 2 hours today. Remains
I'm cracking on. I'm cracking on. Please get them. Please, just you're gonna look. It's $11.99 or $16.95. You're not. Trust me, and you've got a whole masterclass you can go and watch. And you'll be disappointed if you don't get them. Right, so I did get a chance to get a little bit of embossing done so that I can show you this. Let's have a little look. So we did say, who was it who was asking about the embossing folder? Watch this one.
It was Anne. It was a lovely Anne in Connecticut.
So I'm picking this up, Anne, onto my, can you see onto here? And then when I give this a rub over, it's going to be like, can you see? It's going to be like that you're putting a little bit of gilding wax on. Let's have a look. You do need a lot of ink on these though. Or the other little trick you can do is you can pop, to keep the open time a little bit longer, you can also pop a little bit of glycerin on. So that's how you would get like the metallic look onto them. You see, I'm just giving it, you can see I'm running out of ink always quite quickly. However, if I bring in, where's my, here it is, it's under here. If you ever need, it's brilliant stuff this, a little bit of vegetable glycerin. So if you pop a little bit, it doesn't have to be vegetable, it can be any glycerin you want, pop a little bit of glycerin down. And then if we mix our glycerin onto one of these, pop a little bit of glycerin into it, watch how much easier these are going to spread. So if I put a little bit of the red one down, pick a little bit of that red up onto here, and it's just, look how much quicker it moves around, and you can see that nice shine from the glycerin. So the glycerin just increases the open time that you've got. And maybe it's a little bit hard. Yeah, you can see that shine on there. And you can see the metallic as the light bounces off the metallic. Or there it is without the glycerin, just if you want that finish. So that's how you do that technique that we were asking about. One of the other things you could do is, bear in mind, you could put a little bit of colour down, and you could come in with a paintbrush, and don't spill me water this time, a little bit of water, and I could just pick up a little bit of water with the paintbrush and just actually paint over all of these areas. So can you see just a little bit?
Is that black cardstock coated or uncoated? Christine is asking, which is a great question.
This is our uncoated matte black cardstock.
Fantastic.
So it looks wonderful. It's brilliant to paint onto. And now remember what I said about these being water based, so that you could you can like watercolor with them and do these sort of techniques. There you go. You can see that lovely shine. Look what happens though. Here's the one that I did earlier. Look what happens if I bring some water now and go over top of that. It's not moving at all. And that's because it has a special drying agent in it, such that it's watercolour for a minute or so, but then once it dries, it sets permanent. So it's got this drying agent built into it. Honestly, they really are a spectacular product. There's one last demo I want to show you before we need to move on from these, because I'm conscious that I'm taking up loads of time, and we had such an awesome lineup for Second Chance Sunday. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this butterfly and I'm going to merge some of these colours on this butterfly. Let's get a little bit of the silver and the purple and the rose gold. So let's have a little look.
Jan is saying that she loves these. The metallic markers are so versatile. They keep her going with all sorts of different techniques, which is fantastic. Could you put the marker inside the embossing folder? I'm guessing you couldn't, Sara asks Evelyn.
Oh, that you kind of want your metallic ink pads to do that with.
Yeah,
the open time's just not quite long enough on them.
Okay, now how much of the stock has gone here? We're just 40% now of these metallic markers have gone. I think they're probably going to go in this show, and it's easy to see why. When we bought them to you before at a sale price, it was buy two get one free. We did a 3 for 2. This is a buy one get one free, which is amazing. So £1 a marker for this sort of quality, Sarah, is pretty much unheard of, isn't it?
It's ridiculous. And don't think we're going to be doing deals like this every second chance Sunday. Where we can, we'll just repeat the awesome deal that we had to begin with. It was only because we'd already sold out of one of them that we've only been able to do this deal instead. So, yeah, if you're wondering why, don't be thinking you're getting used to this sort of treat, mind, just to warn you all.
Ro is asking as well, would you tell us newbies how to find a masterclass on a specific subject? So all you need to do is go into Watch Crafters TV on our website, click back where it says Watch Crafters TV, and then under the show, if you scroll down, you'll be able to find all of the different masterclasses, and they are there titled by what the masterclass is about. I hope that helps. Any problems, if that doesn't make sense, drop me a message on Facebook and I'll send you the link to them, or I'm sure someone in our social media team would post the link for you. That looks amazing.
Doesn't it just? I was desperate to show you that one. What I was doing, by the way, when you saw me root, it's because I was leaning over and I was huffing on this. So it's really hard to show you. Unless I do this, unless I go, does that not look good? Does that?
Where was that?
I was trying to do it from the overhead camera. It just didn't look really good. So, don't get it on my dress either. So I was just doing a bit of a huff on to show you how you transfer the image over. But that, when you wait for it to dry, have I got my one under here that I did on the last show? Oh my word, no, I've lost it. I've lost it. No, never mind. Yes, there it is.
Alicia's just said, I just purchased a foil press system with a Gemini extender plate. My husband told me happy anniversary. We just celebrated 31 years. She also says, shut the front door, close the blinds, kiss the husband and hug the mailman.
That's brilliant. Right.
45% of the stock of these is gone.
Okay, I get the hint. We have to move on. We have to move on to the next one. Right, I'm going to go and get it. What am I getting ready for next, boss? It's part of my notes.
Large stamps, I think. Large background stamps.
Yes. Very excited about those. Right, I'll get cleared. Can I show you a couple of samples with me metallic before I go? Right, so this is blending the different colours. So do you know, like you saw me doing like this? Just blending those different shades down. Look fabulous. This one here, blending them all down. How gorgeous does that look? I have wet my dress a little bit, I've just realised. Look at this one. Colouring onto acetate. How good does that? So that's being coloured onto the back of the acetate. Remember, because they're oh dear, I didn't mean to knock it off. But at least I can show you. Right, so can you see, we've coloured on the back of the acetate. I'm going to just get a little squirt up here because I need to repair this card now, Joe. So a little bit of colouring onto acetate. There we go. See? Easy done when you got all your kit together. There, how good's that card? So you've got the scribble in the background, but then the colour onto the acetate to show all the way through. I think that's a fabulous one. There's another one with the spritzing. So just a nice plate. I mean, come on, we have loads of butterflies in our collection. There is the embossing folder technique, upside down. Can you see? So the embossing folder technique because of course you can emboss with these, with some embossing over the top as well. Absolutely gorgeous. So many techniques you can do with these, Joe. They're not just for writing and colouring in. You can go onto loads of different surfaces and get this sort of different feel with them.
Beautiful, they really, really are. Let me just recap what you're getting in this collection. Two different selections in here. So you've got the antique pearl, you've got the vintage satin, you've got the tarnished silver, the rose gold, the aged copper, and also the ancient bronze in here. And then you're also going to get the precious metals as well. In the precious metals, you're only buying one, you're getting 2 cents, your gold plate, gold nugget, burnished copper. You've also got antique bronze, pewter and silver ingot in there as well. £1 per marker is what you are looking at there value wise when you get them in this configuration, which is amazing value for money. £11.99, £16.95. Right, we're going to move on to the large background stamps. Now there's there's actually 3 different ways of you getting these if you want to. So there is the whole complete collection, which is of course the best way to get the best value, or there are 2 smaller collections as well. So the 2 smaller collections are made up of this one just here, Script Collage, which is coming along with this one just here, which is your newspaper collage. So that is your first option, £19.99 or £25.95. The next one here we have is Oriental Peony. This is in another bundle, and this is coming along with this one here, which is your distressed Harlequin. So if you buy though the 2 together, what we do is we give you an extra saving, which is fantastic. So it's a different bundle. It's this one just here. It's $34.98 when you get them like this, or $46.90. And this is actually a better deal than the deal we did previously when we bought them to you. Very busy on the individuals, but also really, really busy on this complete collection just here. Let's show you some of the things you can do with these. Look what Sandy's done with these. I love this. This is beautiful, isn't it, Sara?
Oh, fabulous. Do you know, it's very, very artsy, that. Really, really impressed with that one, Sandy. Loving that one.
Really beautiful. Remember, if you want to send us pictures, really easy to do so. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you send them into. Now, I need to let you know of this big collection. A fifth of the stock has already sold out and gone. Is very, very busy. Nearly all of you, as far as I can see, going for that larger collection. When you get them in this configuration, you're actually saving more than you're spending, which is amazing. Do you fancy showing us a bit of inspiration with these ones, Sara?
Oh, definitely. And do you know what I've just heard, Joe? People seem to like us on a Sunday. We've got more people watching than what we have during the week. Maybe this is the future, us coming to you on a Sunday. So yes, let us know what you think of the shows, if it's a good time for you, if you're enjoying it. And remember, you also let us know what you want to see on a Second Chance Sunday, because the whole point of this show is we will bring back whatever it is you want to see. Now, these are just a few bits done with that cat. I think this might be my favourite one in this set, Joe, this background piece. I'm going to show you how to do this, layering up your quick dry inks and also your water reactive inks. We've got a bundle of them quick dry inks on the show. I don't know whether I'm repeating you, Joe, if you've already told everybody, but if not, there's a fantastic bundle. If you go and have a little look on the show of what we've got of those quick dry inks, these are all done with those quick dry inks. You can do fantastic techniques like this. Like you said, though, that one in particular is brilliant for using with your Spectrum Noir. So if you want to do your colouring with them, all of these ones that you're looking at now, I mean, look at that, what beautiful background to colour in. So you've got a couple of the floral ones to colour in, but then you've got a couple of the really nice artistic ones if you want to do your more artsy background. So let's have a look. And yes, we're doing some larger background ones here, but you don't have to do 8x8 cards. They work really well on smaller cards. So look at these ones here. Just little smaller ones where you've just got a nice big background stamp where you've got the options. Now, if you don't have our 8x8 stamping platform, don't worry. Do you know what you can use to stamp these with, Joe? You could use your Gemini plates. So it'll go flat onto your Gemini plate and it would just lay down. Do you know, I've got one here.
Well, we've also got some of those new Gemini plates on the show as well. Don't forget about those. You get the 2 clear and the plastic for on a tremendous deal, $19.98 to get all 3 of those plates. Definitely worth grabbing whilst we have them.
Oh, do you know what I've just realised, Joe? I can't use this stamp because it's got... Oh, look. Whenever I've put it away last time, I haven't put it away.
Do you need a new
properly. One? Yeah, I do. Can I borrow yours?
Which one is it? The newspaper?
It's that lovely newspapery background. Can't believe that. Look after your stamps, guys. Don't do what I've done. And I've just stuck that face down. That's why you have a nice sheet of acetate over the top. Here he comes with me nice setting. So you see, when you get them, they come with a lovely sheet of acetate on them. So you need to leave yours. Don't stick them onto the paper, otherwise this is going to happen. I'm annoyed with myself about that, Joe. Right.
We duck that out your wages.
Use your... You see, they come with a sheet of acetate on for a reason, because these are photopolymer. They're not clear acrylic stamps. They are our top quality photopolymer stamps, and you need to look after them. In fairness to us, we are doing like a quick turnaround on all these shows. So here we go. Right, I'm going to stick this on my Gemini plate in case you don't have a large stamping platform.
So would this go on the 8x8 platform, Sara?
It would go wonderfully well on the 8x8 platform if you have the 8x8.
We don't have it in stock though, do we?
No, which is why I've got mine there and I'm trying to refrain from using it. Just so that I don't, just so that you don't get really annoyed. Right, here we go. I'm going to use the Smoke Pearl. This is a really lovely shade. Look what I've done. I've put my card behind so that I can make sure when I ink this up, I'm pretty much only inking the bit that we need to use. And you see, so it just means, even though it's an 8x8 stamp, doesn't mean you need to use it on an 8x8 card. And then that's going to go face down. and then you're just going to stamp it all the way. So I don't want you thinking, oh, I can't get these because I haven't got an 8x8 stamp, 8x8 platform, because you have, as long as you've got a Gemini plate, and this was my old, bear in mind this is not even a, hey, if you've got a one like bananas, you could use it like a rocker block. How good's that? Yes,
it's a new product. It's the Gemini rocker plate.
You know, I wouldn't care. I took all the banana ones home the other night to put them in the hot water. I haven't got round to doing it yet. Otherwise, I would have used that Gemini rocker plate. That's it. Treat yourself to some new Gemini plates today and use your current Gemini plate as a rocker block. Right. Here we go. Look what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a little bit of the, I'm going to pick this up here and I'm going to do a little bit of blending in the background.
I need to let you know, a quarter of this has gone already. We're having a really, really busy Sunday. The amount of people that are watching us this Sunday afternoon or Sunday morning, yeah, we are really, really busy. What's a normal Sunday like for you guys at home? That's what I'd like to know. You let me know in the comments. Normally on a Sunday, I'd just be at the house. I'd do a roast dinner for one, but I'd do it with sausages instead of a chunk of meat because it's just me. That'd be my Sunday. What would your normal Sunday be like, Sarah?
So we have a nice day off with the kids. We go bike cycling. Is it called bike cycling? No,
for a bike ride.
My kids call it bike cycling because you go cycling on your bike, so they think it's bike cycling. So yeah, you know, it's funny because I'm so used to talking to the kids, I forget what's like the acceptable adult way to talk, and I realised that as soon as the word came out of my mouth, I thought bike cycling. That's not a word, is it not? It's cycling. It's like or on your bicycle, bike cycling. But yeah, we go bike cycling. So oh, here we go. Right,
Kirsten's already got herself the Gemini the Gemini banana rocker block. She's got one of those already that she's been using, she says.
Oh, so you see, it's not just me. Great minds think alike. So look at this, because it's mixed media, this, Joe, I feel like you can totally get away with anything like this. Yay, see, it's all right. So these are using the nesting dies, by the way, which are going to be my next demonstration. I think I might ink this up as well. I am loving this, you know. And you can use your quick dries or your water reactives to do this sort of technique with if you want, Joe. Obviously, them quick dries are on the show. The water reactives are all on the website, but we've got a great bundle of the quick dries on the show if you want to get them, which is what I've been using to do all the stamping with.
Yeah, that quick dry, if you want them, it's a 13-piece collection. Details on your screen. I'll whiz you through quickly what you're getting. You're getting the Noir Black, the Grasshopper, the Anthracite, the Orange, the Chinese Red, the Bordeaux, the Crushed Velvet, the Pale Fig, Damson Wine, Smoked Emerald, Green Topaz, Frosty Jade, and Misty Morning. A great deal on them, 20% off as well if you want to use them. Would you use quick dries for that large background stamp? What was it that you used, sorry?
It was quick dry, thank you. It was quick dry, and I used the Smoked Pearl for that one, which is a really nice colour because it's like a grey, but it's a little bit of a warmer grey. Grey is a brilliant one for just doing any sort of basic stamping. That's why you'll find a lot of the main ink pads, if companies don't do them with a whole range of colours in their armoury as it was, they'll always do a deeper grey like that. It's a really, really good colour for stamping especially. So I'm just matting and layering this one up. Gwen's
Sunday sounds quite nice, Sarah.
What does Gwen do on a Sunday?
I'm pretty sure Gwen is in Hawaii. Correct me if I'm wrong, Gwen. She says, hubby is barbecuing Hawaiian Kalbi ribs, and I'm making Hawaiian potato salad and fried rice. Just the two of us. That's our Sunday. Well, that sounds nice, doesn't it? In Hawaii.
Lovely.
Yes.
I'm very jealous. If you want to invite us over for lunch,
lovely.
As soon as lockdown's over, Joe and I'll be there. In fact, if you've got any orders coming through, just let us know and we can go into hand deliver them.
Absolutely. It's a long flight, but I'm all right. Kirsten says Sunday is a craft day. Kat wakes me early in the morning because she's hungry. Then she goes sleeping and I'm crafting. And Cheryl says Sunday mornings I get the housework done as fast as I can so I can craft while watching all the shows back. We don't need to watch them back anymore because we're here with you now. Well, you can watch a few back and then make sure you join us at 4 p.m. UK time because that's when I'll be here with you for an hour every single week. LJ says, are quick dries affected by water once they've dried?
Not once they've dried, no. So if you want them to be, so for example, if you want to do that, where was that technique? I did see what, if you want to do this one, you can do this with the quick dries, but you've got to be quick. So they stamp down, and as long as you're onto watercolour card, or if you do a bit of a wet into wet technique, you're going to have a little bit of time.
What's a wet into wet?
So you wet your cardstock before you start.
And would you do that, with like a spritzer or something like that?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
So just give it a bit of a spritz. It just kind of elongates the length of time that you've got.
Well, Carol says she's having a roast pork Sunday lunch. We're welcome to come. Her door is always open, she tells us. Well, where are you, Carol? Maybe we could pop round afterwards. I could definitely do with a Sunday roast after the show, so maybe. Gwen says, you're more than welcome. Where do I send the chocolate-covered macadamia candy?
Oh,
what's this all about? Is there a story here?
So let me just tell you, our studio is right next door to head office. You send anything to head office in Joe's name and we're getting it.
Yeah, absolutely. Get a pen and I'll read it out for you in a minute. I'll put it in the comments. That looks beautiful.
There's that card. So this is the one. I can't remember who requested this, but great minds think alike, because this is the one that I'd said I really wanted to see back on this show as well, because the collage stamps are fabulous. And when we had them, they were so busy. I'm going to show you the 4 designs again. I'll show you them on the overhead, okay? So I can't remember which one comes with which. I'm doing a Joe here. Right, but basically you've got 2. Here we go.
It was Deborah in Birmingham who requested this.
Deborah, great minds. This is the one that I use the most. Personally, I absolutely love this design. This is the one I've just used on this card. And each of them come with, can you see, all of these designs as well. And then we've also got these 2 here. So this is the one that Joe, you quite like this one, didn't you, Joe? This one's lovely. And then here we've got that all over background, lovely to colour with, and then that gorgeous rose as well. So that's lovely to, this one in particular. Here we go. Look how fabulous this one looks with your metallic, with your markers. Oh, actually, you could be colouring this with your metallics. How good would that look?
Yeah, that would look brilliant, wouldn't it? If you want to go for these, remember the best way to get the best value is to get the large collection. Details right there on your screen. $34.98 gets you that, which is great value. Considering they're $19.99 individually, that is a great price to get all of them together. Now, remember, if you want to get in touch with us, absolutely you can. Carol's in Sheffield. I mean, it's a bit of a trot for a Sunday roast, but I think we could manage it. I've travelled a lot further for a lot less, put it that way. Shelley says, watching and making graduation cards for seniors at church who are struggling with not having a graduation. Well, Carol says that she could go to Carol's for Sunday lunch because she's just down the road. So maybe you could have a little crafty Sunday lunch together and send us some pictures. That would be lovely. Now remember, as well as us giving you all these fabulous discounts that we bring you here on Crafters TV, you can always... do I need to tell you about the cutting plates first? We'll do it afterwards. Okay, here's all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers, and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
All the details there, of course, of Club Inspire. You can use all of those discounts on all of the discounts we always bring you here at Crafters TV. Now, I needed to remind you, I totally forgot, and I need to remind you quite quickly because they are so busy. The Gemini Plates. Now, as we said, this show is all about you guys requesting something and bringing it back. Now, I'm going to also request something every week. My request this week was to bring this deal back that you saw about 3 weeks ago, I think, on a cartload, and it was really busy. Now, the thing is, when you replace your plates, we can bring you full collections, we can bring you full collections with a storage bag as well, but a lot of the time, the three that you're going to replace most often are these three right here, the two clear and the plastic shim as well, which is fantastic. So you've got that there at $19.98, or you can go for the junior plates as well if you want to, and the junior plates, also another great deal, saving 30%, $15.98 or $19.90 if you would like to go for those. Right, we need to move back on to the nesting dies. I think since I was here, a deal that we bought you that was very similar to this was like one of the busiest ever cartload deals that we'd bought you. It was busiest ever. It was busiest ever cartload deal. It was amazing, and they still proved to be popular. The reason is that people collect nesting dies for months, if not years, and build their collections up, and they're spending maybe sort of upwards of £15 per set by building up their collection. What we're giving you here is a whole collection, a complete collection, ready to go right away for less than half price. You've got in this collection the Scalloped Circle, you're going to get the Stitch Circle, there's the Scalloped Oval, you've got the Scalloped Square, the Torn Circle, you've got the Torn Oval, and you've got the Torn Square as well. All of them for £40. Now, it should be over £90 if you're in the UK. $55 should be almost $120 if you were getting these at the full price. And again, these are sort of like core product that we carry all the time on our website. A quarter of the stock has already sold out and gone. And whilst there's a lot of people watching us at the moment online, I can see there's loads of you there. Tens of thousands of people watch these shows back afterwards as well. So if we ever are letting you know about a stock situation in the show, it means that we're having a very busy show. We have so many new customers all the time, and if there's ever anything we say, as soon as we do have so many new customers you don't understand, always reach out to us. If you want to reach out to us on Facebook, you can. I'm monitoring the conversation over on Crafters TV on Facebook, so that's the best place to let me know. Loads of you still letting me know what you're up to. Kathy is saying she's doing the laundry and the weekly cooking prep, very organised there. Robin says sanding a dry wall, mud, getting ready to paint the garage. That's very practical Sunday. Normally at church, says Alicia, but church is online. Afterwards I craft my heart out. Today's dinner is chicken breast with vegetables on a skewer with corn on the cob on the side. It sounds delicious. Someone was just asking as well, I must find out who it was, what is the difference between the photopolymer and the acrylic stamps that we bring, Sarah?
Yes, so photopolymer basically are like so much more expensive to make, which is why very few companies make theirs in photopolymer. So they look like a clear acrylic stamp, however it's a completely different material, and you'll find that that material takes the ink a lot better in the same way like a traditional rubber stamp would. So the best type of stamps you can get are the old-fashioned traditional rubber ones, and they take all of the ink, and you know, sometimes when you stamp with acrylic the ink scissors on the top, and sometimes you have to prep your acrylic stamps by, you know, putting sellotape on them and lifting it off, or nail varnish remover some people use. Well, photopolymer stamps, you don't get any of that. They perform just like a rubber stamp would do as well. Now, are you ready for me to show you all these nesting ties?
Totally ready.
Right, so many things you can do with them. I'm gonna try and be a bit cheeky and see if I can fit a double demo in on these, right? So this is, if you want to do shaped easel cards, these are perfect for your shaped easel. Or shaker cards. They are perfect for shaker cards for giving you the different, basically they all nest concentrically. So this is the set that I'm going to use. And you can see you've got all these different shapes so that you can use them on different layers on your card. Look at this one here. How gorgeous is this one if you're wanting to do like an easel with the shaping on the front, but then also the little baby in the middle is all that shape as well. Just drawing your eye into the centre. Honestly, you'll find that nesting dies, they're maybe not the prettiest dies in the world, but they are the most usable dies you will have in your collection. Loads of stuff you can do with them for different shaped apertures. So I'm going to start off just by showing you how useful they can do. This is the card that we're going to do here. This is the one that I copied off and took a little bit of inspiration from. So can you see, it's one of these shaped cards, but it gives me this lovely frame around the outside and also a window into the middle. So to do that, all you're going to do is you're going to start off making that base card. And my card here is 8 inches, 8 by 5.5. And what I've done is I've gone an inch in, put a score line. So I've gone an inch in here, and then a score line at 1/2 inch. And the same, and I've come an inch in from the side and then put a score line at 1/2 inch. And what I'm going to do is, let's have a look, because you're Gemini and cut through multiple layers, that's going to go on the front there. We're going to mat and layer that on the front. And I'm not going to use, let's have a little try of them. That looks a little bit too big, so we won't use that one. But I might come with the next one down. Yeah, that would make a really nice frame. That one and this one together, if I nested those two together and cut it out, that would make a really nice frame. So then I'm going to use this centre one to cut through 2 layers. Now, when you're cutting through 2 layers, what I would do is just hold this in place. There we go. And then I can pop this on here. Make sure what you do is when you hold this in place with a little bit of tape, hold it on the inside of your card there. And then if I bring those junior plates in, do you know what I would say, Joe? If you're going for the extra set of plates today, if in doubt as to which one to go for, go and get the extra junior, because it gives you a set of plates that you can use in either machine then. So if you're only going for one, junior is definitely the one I'd say to go for, because your junior plates obviously go sideways in your large Gemini, or they go front ways in your Gemini junior. So just if you're thinking on them, and look at that, 16 quid. 16 quid, $20, you can't go wrong. You're getting that other one essentially for free.
Loads of sort of general crafty questions coming in this afternoon, which we always love, don't we, Sarah?
Yes.
Mary asked, do you need to prime the photopolymer stamps? In the past, hers have been a little bit blotchy. Have you got any advice on how to stop that happening?
You won't need to prime the photopolymer ones. You might be thinking that with your acrylic ones maybe. Or certainly I've never felt that I had to prime my photopolymer ones anyway. See if that's the case. You know, I don't know if anybody else out there is watching. Have they found they've had to prime them? But I've certainly never primed mine in the past anyway.
Okay, don't let us know. And Anna Marie's crocheting a mini frontline bear for a keyring. That sounds fabulous, doesn't it?
Oh, I crocheted another rainbow last night.
Wowzers, you're knocking them out.
Last night, the night before. And then yesterday afternoon, I dropped it off at my Auntie Pat's house, because she didn't have one in her window, and she said that she'd seen the one that...
I need a new one from Charlie, please. Any chance you could get him to do me a new one? Because
a new mine's for the window.
I'll send you. I'll post a picture tonight, but it's really fading because it's been in the window. You can't really see it, so I could do with him just knocking me up a new rainbow if that's all right.
They might be watching. Ask them. Ask them.
Charlie and Oliver, if you're watching, could one of you or both of you, maybe I can get 2. That'd be amazing. 1 for each window. I definitely need a new rainbow. So if you could make that happen, I'd be very, very grateful.
Right. So here's the thing. I don't know if the kids might have been watching, or they might still be out bike cycling. If they're not watching, you know who will be watching, Joe?
Who?
Your number 1 fan's going to be watching, my mother-in-law. So
Fabulous.
if that's the case, she can ring the kids and tell them that Joe's asked Mummy, because they'll come home and they'll think I've made it up.
No,
so Mummy hasn't made it up.
Is it Val, your mother-in-law?
It is, yes.
Wonderful. Yeah, Val, if you could ask the children, that would be wonderful as well. Thanks. As long as I get a couple of new rainbows, I'll be happy.
You'll be happy. just take requests now, you know. They love it with the aqua pens. The aqua pens that they use for all their rainbow pictures. So, right, here we go. So did you see I did that frame? Look how good that frame looks. Exactly the right size around the front of the card there. Doesn't that just finish it off really, really well, Joe?
It does.
That goes around the front there. And then, of course, this is going to go on the background. I specifically used this one because this is now going in the background. How quick and easy was the card to do when you've got the right equipment? And I like to think of the nesting dies as just being like, essentially like equipment that you need, really.
And the great thing is, how would you do that if you didn't have nesting dies? There's really no way you'd be able to fussy cut that and pop it around there. And what I love about the Cyrus, right, is the amount of different things that you can do with them. You know, from tags to card blanks to mats and layers to frames. So many things you can do with one versatile set of dies. And to get this many, to get 7 sets for £55 or $55 or £40, I should say, is completely unheard of. It really is. 30% of these nesting dies have now gone. Mary says thanks. She's going to play around with the ink and the paper to see if she gets on any better with those stamps. Lots of you talking about your favourite adhesives as well. Lots of you asking if we could bring back 3D glue gel and deals. We did have a deal, didn't we, this week, but boy did it sell out in record time on Thursday. But we'll do our best maybe to bring one of those deals back in a future show. Now, is it half the stock? I just wanted to pop up and let you know the Spectrum Noir deal, the metallic markers, half of those have now sold out. If they're in your basket, think about checking those out. That's looking beautiful, Sarah.
Isn't it just? I'm quite pleased with that, Joe. Quite pleased with how it's all coming together. I'll keep going. Go on, you can keep on the updates. I don't mind. Well, see what I'm doing.
This is a brand new show. Of course, the first time we're bringing this show to you, but we are bringing a show back as well. I know we used to do the Craft House, and we do it either the last or first Friday of the month, about once a month. Well, it's going to be coming back, but it's coming back in a big way because it'll be back every single Friday. Now, in the old days, like when we did it last time, not when we were on like black and white telly.
Days.
Well, we used to like physically bring our friends into the studio with us, but obviously times have changed. But one of the great things is at the moment, I think we've all now realised that we can kind of do things, you know, remotely. So it means that when we bring the Craft House back, we don't need to have our crafty expert friends here in the studio. So every Friday, 2 hours, 4 till 6, we'll be bringing you great deals with one of our crafty friends. Now, someone that Sarah and I both know personally is Anne-Marie from Hunky Dory, and she's going to be our first one. A lot of you in the UK will know and love Hunky Dory products. Some of you might not be familiar with them in the US. They're amazing. They do incredible sort of gems and embellishments and all those kind of things as well. So we'll be bringing all of that to you this coming Friday, which is fantastic. Diane says, Joe, did you get the fudge? I did get the fudge. I went on a wild fudge chase yesterday evening, and I did find it. That is beautiful, Sarah.
Isn't it lovely? Can I do the whole cheeky thing and do a twofer? Can I go straight and do another demo on these?
Absolutely you can.
Give me a second then, because I've got to tidy up and get the next one ready.
Barb just said, can you show us how you do your bows? Do you want to know what I thought she said?
Dare I ask?
Can you show us how you do your brows? I struggle with that. That's what I read it at.
Lovely brows.
Mine are terrible. Mine are eating my face at the moment. So there's no way you'd want to see how I do mine, because I'm not doing anything to them at the moment. Bows, I think she meant, Sarah.
Yeah, but she typed brows. I thought you just read it as brows.
No, she's put bows. Yeah, she meant bows. Not
just you that read it.
I read it as brows. I think I'm very conscious of my brows at the moment, and therefore it came out as brows.
Sounds about right. Right, I'm going to try and do this one really quickly. I'm going to show you, you know how those easel cards look awesome. I'm going to show you how to do the easel cards in case you're new to all of it, okay? So let's have a little look. Let me just show you here. First of all, you're going to cut out, and I won't cut them because it'll take time, right? But you're going to cut with the biggest one, and then you're going to cut another one, and this one you're going to score in half and a little bit at the top. So can you see I've put my little score lines on? So I'm just going to put this one down here, and then this one down there. Now, I've used my red liner tape on here, Joe. Really important, you want a really nice, fantastically strong stick. So the red liner tape is perfect for that. And what I want you to do is line up the two of these perfectly together and stick them down. So then what you've got, this is how you could do a shaped card as well. So it could be a nice, if you look at that from the front, could just be a really nice shaped card on its own. Or if you wanted that shape and you wanted it to stand, you could just trim off along the bottom so it was flat along the bottom and stood perfectly well. But if you want an easel card, that score line in the middle, you're then going to take another piece of cardstock, and we're going to put our glue just around the bottom section here. Can you see? So just around the bottom, but plenty of it on again. And then I'm going to line up both of these So you need essentially 3 pieces of the cardstock to do this. So you need 3 die cuts to do this. So this sticks on the bottom, and then can you see that's how the whole bit of the easel is constructed. Now, to put the whole card together, what you need is some form of stopper at the bottom. So what I've done is I've now used all of the other nesting ones. So can you see I've done some in different shades and colours. By doing it in black and then a coloured one, it just draws your eye into the centre. And if in doubt, use your wet glue, because that gives you a little bit of manoeuvrability time, you see. So I'm going to pop this one on here, manoeuvre this into place, and I like to wiggle them about. That's not me overemphasising the manoeuvring into place. That's me making sure that I've got the glue all over the background. And then the same here, bit of a squidge all over the background, and then that will manoeuvre into place on the front here. And then that's, you see, it's giving you this lovely shaped card ready to get you started. And then for the bottom, to have some sort of stopper here, look what I've done. I've just done, again, shaped cards, but just cut out the bottom. And I'm going to layer these up, but then we're going to raise them up so that we've got a raised element for our stopper. Make sense?
Makes absolute sense. Loads of you talking away as well in here. Is it the envelope? I can't say it myself now. The envelope box that you would use to make envelopes for shaped cards? Asked Mary.
I absolutely would, Mary. Yes, definitely. And
wonderful.
we had that on through the week. So if you go back and watch the shows from through the week, what day did we have that? I think it was Thursday. I think we had that on, Joe, didn't we?
We did, yeah. Back on the Cartload show on Thursday. I do believe there is still some available. So do pop back. You got the Scoremaster and you got the Velobox Creator for £18. I think it was $22 off the top of my head. That is a really beautiful card again, and something really different that you've been able to do again using these same dies. Do the dies work together? So you know, for instance, you've got the stitched edge circle and you've got the torn edge circle. Do you think you could use them both together, or would you keep them separately, Sarah?
It's so good, because I forgot to tell everybody that you can actually do that. That's Joe's way of really subtly reminding
No, it wasn't.
me.
Was
it not?
No,
I was about to
give
give you credit for having me back there, Joe.
No.
I was going to say that's brilliant. Yes, you absolutely can, and I should totally have told everybody. So it's exactly the same. The stitched edge and the scalloped edges are exactly the same size, so that if you do want to use, one stitched with a scalloped inside it, it's going to work absolutely perfectly.
Fantastic. So great that you've got
that card. Yeah, how quick was it? It's
Yeah.
one of them. You just need all of them. And that the card that I've used in the background, because I know a lot of you will ask, this is the stamping card. So the stamp, oh, there you go, on the bottom of your screen. Stamping card that's on the bottom of your screen is absolutely perfect for creating those base background pieces. And then also the matte black that we have available on the website as well. It's just nice if you want that matte finish with your black card to kind of draw the eye in. So there you go. I think that was a little bit cheeky of me to try and get 2 demos in. However, I will be honest, those nesting dies are probably the most sought after deal we've got on the show. So I wanted to get through as many demos, and you never know, I was going to say we might get back to them later in the show, depends on if the stock's gone as well. But yes, trust me, go back and you can watch the masterclass that we did on these, where I did 6 or 7 different demos on them. But get the deal this is the idea with Second Chance Sunday. You can get the deal and then go back and watch the big show where we taught you everything.
Yeah, absolutely. And also a lot of these products then feed into maybe one of our masterclasses where we spent even longer on the technique. I just want to mention, Jeffrey said, none of us have seen Craig. Apparently, I didn't know this, but Craig had a problem with his Wi-Fi on Friday. It was very windy. Boy, oh boy, was it windy here on Friday. So windy. And he didn't have any Wi-Fi, so he couldn't go live on Facebook. I can tell you that I saw Craig yesterday because he did some washing for me. And I dropped it off in the morning, picked it up in the evening, dropped him off a few bits. He's absolutely fine. He's doing tickety-boo. So no doubt you'll see him.
You should explain why Craig's doing your washing for you, though. It's a good setup. Craig does Joe's washing. Joe does Craig's shopping.
Yeah.
So Joe goes off and does the big shop and drops his shopping off from every week. And in return, Craig does all of his washing. I think you two, I think that's so lovely. You're looking after each other.
So basically, and the reason I need Craig to do my washing is because the house that I've moved into is brand new, and I don't think that they've like plugged the washing machine in, but then I would have got a man round to look at it, or a woman. I'm sure women fix washing machines as well. You know, we like to keep it PC. But I would have got a person round to look at it, but because of the whole lockdown thing, no one was able to come round, so now I have to get Craig doing washing. But you know, never fear, I'll keep doing Craig's shopping, he can keep doing my washing until this is all over. It's a good relationship. Right, the nesting die. Do you like how I dug myself back out of that one as well? I did a liane there. The more I talk, the deeper I was getting myself. The nesting dies, 40% of these have gone. Just to quickly run through what you get: scalloped circle, stitch circle. You're going to get a scalloped oval. You're getting the scalloped square. You're also getting the torn circle, the torn oval, and you're getting the torn square there as well. All of those are included. You are saving more than you're spending. You could go and buy them individually and find them on the website, but why would you when you're going to pay more than double compared to buying them in this configuration? Right. Let's pop back to the Gemini Junior plates, because it was Sara who said if you're going to go for any, then definitely go for the Junior plates, because in here you're getting those 2 clear plates and you're getting that plastic shim as well, and these are the ones that you're going to use more often than all of the others. That's why it's great to grab these. We had a big stock here for these, and half of that stock has now gone. This won't just be a Crafters TV stock that we're talking about here, it will be a site-wide Crafters companion stock. So to be half the stock gone, we are incredibly busy. £15 and 98 pence if you want to go for those, or if you're in the US, $19.90 as well. Diane says, so glad that you help each other out. A win-win for both of you. Isn't it just? What size was that card, Sonia was asking, Sara, that you just made?
The little one?
The card that you just made, yeah, that one with the oval.
I can tell you it is 4.5 inches by 6 inches. So if you're going to make an envelope box, you're going for a 4.5 by 6 inch one, and that'll be the perfect size for it.
Ro is asking me if I've put out the recycling yet. Well, it was not. We don't get, our bins get emptied every 2 weeks here in the UK. So technically it's this week they need to go out. So I'm gonna have to do a bit of bin diving and get that grass out and put it in the other one. And
I love that we've got to the point, Joe, whereby our regular viewers are having to remind you to put your bins out.
Someone did, because they go out on a Tuesday. They go out on a Tuesday night, and I often get people now messaging me just to let me know, Joe, don't forget the bins need to go out. Also, Kelly that we work with, she texts me every Tuesday night now to say you need to put the bins out. I know. How fabulous is that?
She's
How
too
fabulous
good
is
to
that? Indeed, she is. Now, if you want to go for the large Gemini plates, we've got those on the show as well. 45% of these have gone. You're going to get the plastic. You're going to get the 2 clears. $19.98, $29.90 if you want to go for those. Right, back to the Spectrum Noir metallic markers. Incredibly busy. Just to remind you of the colours you get, I'll just quickly show you the board. 60% of the stock here has gone. So these are all the colours that you're getting just here, and then we're going to send you another 6 as well. So you're going to, in effect, pay for one set, which is these ones, the antique elements. We're going to send you the next set completely free of charge. Either keep them, no, just keep them both, or get 2 sets. I was going to say keep one and give 6 to a friend. Well, maybe get 12 for yourself and get 12 for a friend. That seems more logical, doesn't it? £11.99. Right, shadow alphabets. There is so much on this show today. I'm struggling to keep up. The shadow alphabets, these are amazing. They're so modern. I think the thing is with these, they're so different. I can't really think of anything else that's out there that's like these. They really are great. You get the whole alphabet. you get the ampersand, and you get all the numbers. So really, when it comes to personalisation, all bases covered with these. 20% off, £73 or $80. Christopher in Norwich in the UK requested these. Now these were only recently launched, but they've been so busy ever since. Why is it, do you think, these have been so incredibly popular, Sarah, since we launched them?
Well, Christopher and I have good taste, you see, Christopher. Do you know what it is? It's sometimes the simplistic cards, but personalised. So let's just have a look at a couple of the things that you can do. Bear in mind, you can do any word at all. So this one here, thanks Dad. Can you see the Dad has cut out, and we've left in here, we've put some like wood effect in the background, and it looks like you've got the shadow. That's why they call it the shadow alphabet. Something else you could be doing with them is actually cutting it out and then doing a second one layered up. So this is really dimensional because we've layered up the mum on the front. Of course, I mean, a wonderful card here for yours truly, with the little building blocks on there. What I like about this one, look at this, so a couple of different ways. This has been paper pieced back in. So all cut out, and then this is flat because you've pieced that wording back into there. Or on this one here, it hasn't been pieced in. It's actually all been laid up on foam pads. What a fantastic card. Honestly, I think every one of these is a totally different look and feel. Whether you do them flat, whether you do them paper piece. I'm going to show you the very, very basics of just a quick and easy way to do these. But remember, in the set, not only are you getting the letters, but you get the numbers too. Now, I remember when I first, long before I started card making, I always used to say my Aunt Thora used to buy me a card every year, and then she used to get it from our local post office, and in the post office you could pay an extra 50p to have a number peel off, and she used to add the number peel off on the card so that she could personalise the card to whatever my age was at the time. And I think this is just like the modern day version of doing that, adding in the birthday or the person's name or whatever it is. But personalisation is like one of the hottest trends in card making. And what do you need to personalise? Whether it's a personalised alphabet, personalised set of numbers, that's going to do it for you. Now, let's have a look. I'm going to make a card for Simon, in case you were wondering what that was. So I'm going to make a Simon card. My husband's a Simon, you know. So as our producer today, our producer's a Simon. So here's what you're going to do. You've got your piece of cardstock, and we're just going to place the letters, and I'm going to get them all lined up nicely. So we're going to place the letters for Simon in the middle here. Now, two ways you can do this. Let's have a look to make sure this is coming down. Can you see I've just cut this cardstock exactly the right side. Is that that's the zero? Silly me, I could tell it was different. There's the O. Now the O's right. I wondered why I had two of them out. Right, so there is my letters for Simon. Look what I'm going to do, Joe. I don't often do it this way. I'm going to put my magnetic sheet on, turn this all upside down, and I'm going to make sure they're all lined up perfectly, because and then I know the exact width I want, and I can get them all lined up on the base. Can you see there of my? This is why your magnetic's brilliant, because it's got all this the lining up on them.
So will that hold them steady? Hold them still now.
That will hold them perfectly still. So instead of having to stick each one down individually, I can now just stick down my little bit of cardstock. So the little bit of cardstock will just hold over there. That will stick down there. The whole thing's ready to go. All you need to make sure is that just needs to cut into the clear cutting plate, which means your other clear cutting plate and your base plate need to go underneath it, right? Don't be tempted to then put your plastic shim on top of that, because your plastic shim isn't made to withstand the cuts that you get of the cut. You always need to cut into the outer plate. And if you screw it all up and you damage all your plates, don't worry, because we've got the plates on a special deal of the day.
We have indeed. Sandra says she'd like to send us some pictures of her most recent makes. Can we remind her of the email address? Of course we can. Sandra, it's studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. There it is, just along the bottom of the screen for you, so you can send us in those pictures.
So look, that is essentially the waste from this card, because I'm not going to use it. All I'm going to use is this bit here. So this comes out, and that, look at that, all that shadow has cut perfectly. Now that I really want to show up, and look how good it looks when we bring in a piece of black card behind it. Really sets it off, doesn't it? So I'm going to just stick that flat with a little piece of my with a little bit of tape pen. If in doubt, Joe, let's have a look. I'm going to use my dotty one. Oh, she says optimistically, where have I put my dotty tape?
I think I've got one of your dotted tape pens
Oh,
over
I've got
here.
one down
How
here.
good can you catch?
Down here. I've got one, but I'll catch
hang on.
another one. Whoa, hey, we can catch. I tell you what, good work. Right, so I'm going to put this behind to protect my work surface, and because I'm a little bit worried about getting tape where I don't want it, using that dotty tape pen means I can just put the tape exactly where I want it, and it's absolutely perfect. Can you see? Loads of tape, and it's going all the way around. Oh, I don't want to get it right near the edge. Right, so I've got tape. Make sure you go in between all the bits though. You don't want to miss any of those out. That is going to stick perfectly down over top of the black one. Yep, so there's my Simon. That is going to matte and layer onto a little bit of the green.
You know that our Simon's with a Y, don't you, here in the studio?
Yeah, you nearly got me.
Did you check?
I had a little thought. I did have to think all my life, and then I thought, yeah, he's totally having my life on there. There's
Yeah, I'm
no
just
way to
winding you
spell
up.
Simon at all with a Y. Now, if he'd been a Stephen, I could well believe that I would have got that wrong. Right, so there's my Simon, and then all I'm doing is literally matting and layering. How easy was this card to do? So that's going to layer onto the front there. And just a really nice, quick and simple one. And I've done here just for you, because you've got your little, we've had a lot of these little dies on recently, haven't we?
Yeah, those
dies.
expression dies, you'll find those over on the website. We've had quite a lot of them indeed, but there are lots still available. There were some available in Thursday's cartload. Whether they are still there or not, do pop back and have a look at that show. You can always pop back and shop all of the shows as well. If you click offers on the homepage of our website, it then drops down for you all the different shows you can click through. That is gorgeous.
How cute's that? So we'll put that in there, and I'm going to take that home for my husband. Oh, depending on how nice producer Simon is, I might let producer Simon take it home as well. Either way, looks pretty. Look, Sarah, Simon, awesome. We just need a Joe card up there now, don't we?
Yeah,
we need to get a Joe card and get Joe's card up there too.
If you want to go for these really, really busy, remember what you're getting. So you're getting all of them. You're going to get obviously A to Z or Z, depending on where you're from. You're going to get as well the ampersand, which is this one just here. And you're going to get all of the numbers as well. So you've got absolutely everything. It really is a complete collection for you. I think, you know, some of the individuals are available online, but I think with some collections you really want the whole thing. That's why we've given you such a great deal on the whole collection here as well. £73 or $80 if you want to get hold of all of them. It is very, very busy. Oh, you know who's watching, Sarah?
Laura from Stamford.
It is Laura from Stamford, yeah, because she told me, do you remember, I'm not over it yet, I don't mean to bang on, but she told me in the comments that I was going to be her next husband. It turns out that she was getting me and Bradley Cooper confused. It was actually Bradley Cooper who was going to be her next husband.
Well,
so good afternoon.
If I was a bloke and someone was getting me mixed up with Bradley Cooper, I'm not sure I would be that offended.
It wasn't a mix-up though, it was a typo, so it's not really the same thing.
I might be offended at a typo.
Right, I need to remind you of the precious moments, minis. Let me just show you what sort of things you're going to be able to make with these. I've got a board actually right behind me here, so I can show you the kind of thing you're going to be able to do. So our precious memories, it's all about you creating your memory books. We did have a larger collection. It has sold out and gone. Now this is the mini pocket and accessories that you've got here, and this is coming along with the mini card and envelope. $38.23 or $50.93 to get them together. Let me just show you the sort of things that this is going to allow you to do. So it's not going to allow you to do a whole memory book. What it is going to do is give you a really good starting point. So you see these beautiful little envelopes and pockets. It's all about you being able to create those. Also, the bit that you can create on here, which I absolutely love, I believe I'm right in saying, this is the one, isn't it, that does the perforations, Sarah, is that right? Yeah. For your terry bit. So basically, you can create like pockets and you can seal them up using this. I'm sure Sarah will show us exactly what she means with that. But basically you can create seals and then someone can open it like a tab and find out what you've put inside. And again, this is the kind of thing that you're able to do with this. So great if you want to give gift cards, create pockets and loose elements on a scrapbook. This is also perfect for as well. So really, really great to get this. Whether you've got the Precious Memories collection or whether this is going to be a standalone collection, it both works for you. $38.23 or $50.93 if you want to go for that one. Now, I'm also going to just quickly take you through vintage lace as well while we're here. Now, when we bring these deals back for you on a Sunday, sometimes you guys have said, well, we'd love to see the vintage lace collection back, the deal you did recently. However, elements of that had sold out already. So basically, the Baroque frames and the embossing folder, totally gone. Don't have any more of it at the moment. So what we would normally do is we'd normally say with this collection, if you buy 2 small collections, we will give you the satin ribbon. We'd also say then as well, if you bought those 2 smaller collections, we'd give you the rub-on transfers. And if you bought the 2 smaller collections, we'd give you the A4 luxury linen cardstock. However, we don't have enough to create both bundles. So what we're saying is, just buy 1 bundle, and we're going to give you all the freebies anyway. Makes that deal better than the original deal that you guys absolutely love. Let me run you through what you're getting in the collection itself. So you're going to get the Chantilly lace border. This one's great because it's a tessellating die, means you can continue it up, or you can use the outside edge to cut it out. You've got the most gorgeous butterfly die on here. This is a kaleidoscope of butterflies, 3 different sizes. It also cuts them so that you can lift the wings up and just keep them matte on the card itself. You've also got the vintage vines and the botanicals as well. These are your foliage dies. Now, a lot of you have been waiting a long time for the foliage dies to come back in stock from our flower forming range. These will work beautifully with your flower forming if you want to use them there. And you've got the Rococo frames. These are like really, really fancy kind of nesting dies, but you can use these for frames, you can use them for scrapbooks, you can use them for loads of different things. Layer them up and create something really lush and full, like this one just here. You've then got 2 of our flower dies included as well. So you're going to get petite posies, and you're also going to get as well this one here, which is the vintage rose, and these are all about you making your flower dies. Basically, when you buy the bits I've just shown you, you get a great saving, but then your freebies, remember, are where it starts to really get exciting, because you're going to get those rub-ons, you're going to get the ribbons, and you're going to get that cardstock as well. You are saving more than you are spending. Surely, Sarah, this has got to be the last of this with this deal, because it's getting to the point where we're going to have to retire this one soon, aren't we?
Yes, when it's gone, it is gone. There's nothing more I can do. So that, as Joe said, that's why the collections are kind of shrinking as we go on. You're just lucky, in a way, that all the shops that we would normally be supplying with this product are closed at the moment. So basically everything that would usually go out to the shops, you've kind of just cut the middleman out, and it's coming straight from us to you, which is why we can do such fantastic deals on here as well. Now, I have a load of gorgeous samples with the vintage lace. So just to show you a few ideas of what you can be doing, that border is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, this one's been damaged. I love this as well. So that border gives you this lovely edging down your cards with the main focal point of the butterflies, but it's also a cut-in border as well. So you can be doing all these cut-in details. Now, you're very lucky that we still have the big vintage, it's called the Rococo frame, this one from the vintage collection, and it's brilliant to use as mats and layers on your cards, or to do actual shaped cards with. So can you see this whole card is being shaped from that one design, or this one here has been done as a stand-up, and I'm going to show you another technique using this one, show you how we can cut like an aperture in the front of our card too. But just if you want to draw the eye in for all of your easel cards on here, look, that border makes a lovely easel stopper, and all of the cardstock that we're using here is from that freebie giveaway. So why not make the most of it? Make the most of your rub-ons, make the most of the cardstock that's coming as the freebie in there, of also the oh look, I love this one here, and this is done using them bits of ribbon as well that are also coming. But you see how everything matches. They're from the rub-on set. There's your border in there as well. Here's your gorgeous butterflies on. I mean, I'm going to jump in and do a quick demo, otherwise we're going to run out of time, Joe. Do you know, I thought 2 hours seemed like a long time. It's just
asked, can you give us a little insight into what you'll be doing over on Crate and Craft in the morning?
Oh yes, I'm going to be launching the brand new solid foil sentiment. So I did these on HSN a few weeks ago. The guys in America absolutely loved them. They flew out. So they're going to be launching as the pick of the week tomorrow morning at 7:30. And I'm coming live from our studio here in the Northeast. I'm going to be with Dan in the morning, doing my show at 7:30 in the morning with Dan.
Fantastic. Make sure you join them too. Dan's looks a bit like me, but I'm the one with a better beard. Let him know that if you watch the shows tomorrow.
Yes, I will absolutely tell him that. Oh, you look a bit like Joe,
but Joe's beard is better than yours. If you could tell him that, Sarah, if it came from you, I feel like he'd really appreciate that. Me and Dan, by the way, are like best friends.
Very good friends, so we're allowed to say that. Right, so can you see, I was going to try and fit both of these on my junior plates at once, and I've trimmed my cardstock down and realised that I'm not going to be able to do that, but it's all right because in true Cyrus style I have one I prepared earlier. Look at how this plate's like a banana, Joe. This is the one I'm terrible for, this one here.
That could be your new Gemini rocker stamp.
It could be my new Gemini rocker stamp, couldn't it? Do you know what it is? It's because, I'm going to tilt this a little bit and it'll just help it cut a little bit easier. Yes, it's because every time you use them, these are the ones that absorb the extra pressure. So basically the ones that are going to take the hammering are your clear plastic and also your outside cutting plates. Now all three of those you should be turning and rotating every time you use them. And when Leanne's here, Little Miss Perfect, she returns. I think she's just in the habit of it, but you know, Leanne goes out to the factories in China and she's done a lot of the testing where we say they'll go through like 2,000 passes or whatever it is. She's been and done that. So I think it's just, drilled into her. Turn and rotate. Whereas with me, I'm quite lazy actually, and I would just rather replay for the sake of. I mean, let's get them plates back up on the screen.
She did bash her dies though as well. I mean,
did she?
I wouldn't. She'd hate it if I told you that.
I would be in trouble, wouldn't I? Yeah. So right, so can you see that one there? That is going to give me that outer frame. And then this one, do you know what? I should have cut it all in one go. I don't know why I didn't think to. I can now come and take this one here, which is the next frame down in the collection. That would cut from there. I mean, I've already done it, so I'll show you it. That would cut from there and give you that next little one coming out as well. Now, you know how I used to do that? Both of those two together. Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use this one in the front of my card here. Just pop it in the front, open this up, so don't send the whole thing through, just open it up, send that bit through there, and then when it comes out, because I'm very conscious of time now and I did want to get another demo in after this one, can you see it cuts out that shape there, so it gives you that shape here. And then with this one I have just inked around the edges a little bit, just to kind of make it come to life a bit more. Now watch this, I'm going to bring this in and I'm going to use this, I'm going to use my dotty tape pen again. So plenty of dots all the way around the outside. Look at that, I've damaged that bit, so do be careful. Oh no, I haven't, I've just bent it backwards. Do be careful when you're going. Whether you use the dotty tape pen or maybe you got some of the adhesive sheets that we had on the morning show this morning, you could get those on. Oh, I forgot right to the end of that. It's a good job you did send me your other dotty one over, Joe.
I was going to throw you it then, I realised I'd already thrown it.
You'd already thrown me it. Yes, I tell you what, we're going through tape pens at nobody's rate of nobody's business at the moment, aren't we? So look at this, this is going to go nicely, really nicely around the outside there. And that just really brings, look at that, really focuses that eye in the centre. Let's have a look, I must just get this perfect. Now that we're there, I'm just going to get this absolutely bent there. Look at that. So that kind of focuses your eye into the centre with this bit on here. But then in the background, what I'm going to do is I've got some, I've just cut that out in silver, and I'm going to use my Collage all-purpose to get that stuck in place, because then if I don't get it right first time, it doesn't matter. So that's going to go on with this one into the background. Oh, crikey, maybe I should have just put it. Oh yeah, we're all good. Straight into the background there. Get all that lined up perfect. And then we've got our green one. So our green one's going to come in next. And that's where I'm going to use tape pen around the outsides again. And then, so I use that fuzzy tape pen around the outsides. And you can either use your straight tape pen or your Collage all-purpose in the middle. And that's going to go with the next layer in there. Get that all lined up perfectly together. And you see we've got no glue showing around the outside here with that one. And then you're literally just layering up. So this next little piece here, that's the next piece there. That's going to layer up perfectly into the middle. And all the way around you're just drawing the eye in really. And I think it's a really nice and simple but very professional looking card. And to be honest, just this set of dies alone is worth, I think this is a $19.99 or $24.99 set.
I believe it was $19.99. Let me just double check my paperwork and I will let you know.
And then remember, all of these.
$19.99 or $22.95 it should be.
$22.95. I wasn't far off.
Yeah. Jeffrey says, any chance of a sneak peek of the new Sara's signature collection? I can answer that one for you, Jeffrey. Absolutely not.
just give him it straight, Joe. Yeah, Joe has been pestering me to be able to tell you guys for ages now, and no, absolutely not. Let me just tell you though, it's an absolute corker. You're going to love it when it comes out, but I'm not telling you it ahead of time.
All the Sara signature collections that I've seen when I worked here, previous to when I've worked here, in all the years that I've known Sara, the next one is my absolute favourite out of all of them. And even as someone that's a non-paper crafter, it would be the one collection that would make me want to craft. It is that gorgeous. It is an amazing collection, the next one.
I tell you what, that is quite a statement to make,
But you couldn't disagree with me, could you,
I'm
Sara?
not going to disagree with you at all, because I know what it is. But wow. Well,
it's amazing. It really is.
You haven't got long to wait. It's going to be out within the next month.
So will we be showing it in our HSM preview?
Yes, we will be showing it.
Would that be the first time that
will be the
might get their
first
eyes
time?
on it?
It will indeed.
Mark your calendars. Shall I let them know when? Well, I'll say, shall I let them know, Sara, and then you say yes, because I already told them yesterday when it was. So I'm sorry if I'm not allowed to let you know. At the moment, it is obviously subject to change. It's a little while away at the moment. Thursday the 4th of June would be your first chance to get your eyes on it. That is beautiful, Sara.
Isn't that lovely, but dead classy and dead... I mean, you watch me do it. It was so simple right from the beginning. Isn't that lovely?
Really
right,
gorgeous.
now, Joe, I did say I was kind of rushing that one through a little bit because I had to shortchange myself on the metallic demo first. So I really wanted to go back and cover off the other techniques that I didn't get to show you with the metallic pens. I know there's a masterclass you can go and watch. However, I do want to give you a little bit more of a flavour because there's loads more to show you. So I'll just get a bit of a tidy down and get ready for that and get my metallic pans back out, if that's okay.
Absolutely. Sounds like an absolute plan. Christine says, I've been asking you every day almost. You have, Christine, but now you know that it is coming. I love it. Christine says, you just said it's a corker. Is there cork involved? I can't say anything. I'm not allowed to. My lips are sealed. Diane says, Leanne has been naughty too with her plates. Tee-hee. I've watched other demos and she did say hope Sara wasn't watching. Sorry to be a snitch. But don't like Sara to feel bad because we all go for that rotate because we're into our crafting, haha. So there you go. Turns out Leanne Chivers is only human. She doesn't always turn and rotate. Amy has marked her calendar. You should all mark your calendars. We've had some pictures coming in still. Is it Jenny that sent this in to us? Oh, this is gorgeous. You're 60. Happy birthday. I love that. It's got a real lovely sort of retro feel to it with the mirror board there in the background. Really, really lovely. Now, you can always keep getting your requests in. Don't forget, this Sunday is all about you guys. It's all about you requesting the deals that you want us to bring back for you. And that is what we will do. Normally, I'll be here on my own for an hour every Sunday at 4 p.m. However, this week we've kicked it off with a 2-hour show with myself and Sara. Should we have a little bit of a recap on some of the things you've seen in this show? The Precious Memories mini die collection. 40% of the stock here is gone. We did lose the larger collection just before we came on air this afternoon, so we are having a very busy show, but 40% of that one has now gone. Now, the large background stamps, the complete collection, half of that has gone. Bearing in mind just how many of you watch these shows back afterwards, that is really a big stock update. Now, we can break that down into 2 smaller collections. Obviously, the best value is in the big collection. The script collection, which is this one here, $19.99 or $25.95. And then there's the Oriental collection for you as well. Those are absolutely massive. They're like an A4 size, those stamps there. Now the nesting dies, or the Gemini Scalloped, Stitch and Torn. How much of the stock's gone here? Oh, sorry, what was that? Sara's looking at me and being like, I have no idea what they're saying either words. There we go, half the stock. I must let you know, so basically we have like this thing called talkback where we're here in the studio, and obviously the guys are next door, so sometimes I don't know what happens, but you know, like sometimes when your TV goes a bit funny and you can't hear them, but all I was hearing was of the stock of the stock of the stock. £40. It is hard. It's definitely half the stock. Over 50% off on those ones as well. Also very busy on the Sara signature vintage lace. This was already a great deal where you bought 2 different collections and we gave you a freebie, whereas this is now buy 1 collection and we give you a freebie. Very busy on this one as well. $42.99 or $51.95. Definitely get this one here where you get all of it. You can go for the metal die collection on its own if you didn't want to get all the extra bits as well. That one there is £30 as you can see. Right, up next, the Spectrum Noir metallic markers, 70% 70 of a big stock has now sold out and gone. So you will need to be quick for these. There is Technique kit that goes with these too, which is £18.32 or $27.23. If you didn't want to go for quite as big a kit, you could also use these in conjunction with the rubber floral stamp collection there as well, $9.98 or $13.90. And finally, the Shadow Alphabet. These are so popular. You've always loved these. They're relatively new. There's 37 individual dies there. Now the cutting plates for your Gemini and your Gemini Junior, so busy on these. Half the stock of the larger ones have sold out and gone. $19.98 is basically a 30% saving, which is huge on something like a core item like our Gemini cutting plate. So $19.98 if you want to go for those. We've got the Junior as well, which is this one here. 60% of the stock of the Mini has gone. That will be a site-wide stock that we're talking about as well. So if you want them on that deal, please be quick for them. And finally, the other thing that we had on the show, there is other stuff on the show as well. Check the website. This is your quick dry ink pads that we're talking about. 13-piece collection. Wonderful for your stamping, great for your layered stamping as well. Don't forget, when you're over on the website, do check out the stamping card, which would go beautifully with that as well. But $15.98 is your clear cutting plate. Right, I know Sara is determined is a good word, to share with you some more about those metallic markers. So I'm not going to stand in her way.
Thank you, because I'm desperate. I only got to show you a little bit. Should I remind you what I showed you before, okay? So, we did some really nice, simple brush lettering, and then I showed you that when we bring our water over, it's not going to move. They're not going to move. It becomes permanent because you've got this special ink on here that's going to set on there. But what you can do is watercolour with them by working onto your glass mat. So let me have a look. I'm going to get the purple out here. I'm going to get the red out, and let me get one of these brownie shades out. Let's do a little bit of watercolouring with them. So when you're watercolouring, we're just getting a little bit of that down. So we're going to get a little bit of the purple, we're going to get a little bit of the red. Now the open time is increased when I'm using them onto a glass mat. I'll come onto the brown a little bit later because I don't want to go straight away. I'm going to colour the magnolia with those two colours. So not too wet, taking off most of the water, picking up this colour, and can you see what we do is we can just paint. It's like now a metallic paint. So I'm just painting into there, right into the tips. And I'm going to show you how we can then mix the different colours together. So I've got a little bit of that, little bit of the purple in, and then tiny little bit of water on, take most of it off, a little bit of the red, and I'm going to blend the red with the purple. So only doing a little bit at a time so that you've got time to basically blend those two colours together. But I'm just watercolouring between the two, and it is a lovely technique, this. Now, the wetter your brush, the more washed out and watercoloury it's going to be. However, I just want you to use the very small amount, because if you do use just a tiny little bit there, it's very easy to pick up the next bit of colour. Can you see where it's nice and wet, and blend the two together? So nice, and it's very relaxing watercolouring, Joe. And I think a lot of you find the thought of watercolouring with like, if I said you had to have a watercolour metallic paint, you'd be thinking, what? A watercolour, no, far too scary. Whereas metallic pens, you've just seen all those other awesome techniques you're going to be able to do with it, and you're already sold and getting your metallic pens out and going straight in with that one. Whereas now all I'm doing is showing you an extra technique that you could be doing with them as well. Just picking straight, and look at that purple, straight from the red, blending 2 into 1. See how easy that was to do? So that's my basic magnolia. And then I'm going to do exactly the same while all that's starting to dry in. Let's come in with a little bit of the brown on here. Put the brown down there. Well, I'm saying brown. This is your aged copper. So again, taking off most of the ink and just watercolouring with the aged copper and bringing that down here. Now, as this starts to dry, that's when you get the lovely watercolory effect with it. So it's when I say the watercolory effect, like the metallic, the brushed metallic watercolour. Now with the metallics, you've got to remember, it's not like it's not a glittery finish. It's like a tarnished metallic effect. Really tarnished finish. Look, if we want to make this a little bit more reddy, watch, I can pick up a little bit of the red and blend the red in with the brown. How fantastic do they look, blending in those colours? So really simple to do. And if I show you here, here's my finished card. How fabulous is that? And you can see that metallic sheen just showing off, but all those the two colours blended in perfectly together. So simple to do. So watercolouring, big tick, absolutely love that, right? That's just one. Let's get this cleared down a little bit. So just a little bit of water on there and we can get that cleared away. I also, oh look, this is where I've got big mess on here. That'll be my tape pens. So you just give it a bit of a rub. I always like to clean it up at the end. I haven't got any over here. No, I haven't got any. I've got some. Look, I've always got it in the back. Look at this. Little bit of a spray, little bit of stick away on there, and it just brings the whole thing up. And do you know what the best thing to use is? Those of you who've got your pinnies. Look at that. Little bit of stick away on there, and your pin, whatchamacallit? Oh, the cloth out of your apron. The microfiber cloth out of your apron. I don't wear my apron, Joe, because we haven't got them anymore, and I don't want people to be upset.
Angelina, no, sorry, this is a hard one to say. I need a moment with this one. Angelia. See, my brain wants to say either Angela or Angelina. So it's difficult. Angelia, I hope that is how you say it, Angelia. The price on the junior plates is so fantastic. I ordered 2 sets. Yes! Which is a good way to go. You can multi-order on those plates, so don't forget that. It's not
an everyday deal, this. This was, who requested this one? This was
me.
Yours, was it? I was thinking, who asked for these to come back? Yes, Joe's going to get only 1 request a week. Only 1 request every Sunday Joel gets. Do I get a request every Sunday as well? That would be nice. If you want to come in on the shows, yes. If you're not here, then no, sorry. Snooze, you lose. That's me told, isn't it? Straight, and then just give us it straight, Joe. Right, so yes, whoever requested this, I was going to say, was really thinking well. Now, watch this. I've used a stencil. So just a bit of a stencil onto the background, but I've sprayed all over the back with my stick and spray. This is just onto the base of a card. And we're going to pick up a little bit of colour. So I did have, I've got these are the ones that I had before. And I'm just going to pick up that colour straight from the mat again, and I'm going to do a couple of different shades and blend them in together. I know I'm picking the same colours up, but I just didn't think to pick up another pen. So we've got that red, and watch here when I blend through with the red. So I'm going through with the red, and then I'm going to pick up a little bit of the brown, and we're going to come in with the brown. Is that the ink on its own, or have you used the glycerin there again? Right, so can you see this brown here, I'm having a little bit of trouble trying to get it to really blend, whereas the red blended straight off, no problem. That still had the glycerin on from before. Should I get a little bit more glycerin out? It does a lot of you are asking about glycerin, where you can get it from, like the drugstore or the chemist or something like that. Apparently, is that where you've been buying it in bulk, Sarah? Yes, so this is a really big one here, isn't it? Yeah, yes, it is. It's brilliant if you're wanting to buy in bulk. But to be honest, I mean, look at this. Can you see? We've used a tiny amount out of here, and this is our studio one. So this is the one that we've had for over 6 months in the studio, and we get it out every time we demonstrate using glycerin. So yeah, you use a tiny amount. Do you know what? We've got some at home because it's the same stuff that the kids have. You know, if they've got a bad throat. And you just take a little bit, it's like in throat medicine. It's the same sort of stuff. Just have a little, go and have a look in your cupboard. I bet you've got some and you didn't even realise you had some. And all it does is it increases the open time on any sort of watercolour product. So look how much easier it is to blend now. That brown one, I keep saying brown, it's like a coppery shade. So much easier to blend the copper. And then I'll be able to pick up the purple as well. And the purple, look, it's just blending into this easy. And then it just becomes like a metallic wax, or like your metallic ink pads do. And you can use all of your pens like you would all of these different metallic finishes.
Fantastic. Remember, if you want to get these pens, you're basically paying for one pack and we're sending you a pack. You buy one,
you get the other one free.
Absolutely, you do. Now, what we were doing previously, the deal we wanted to repeat is where you bought, it was a 3 for 2 basically. You bought 2 and we gave you one free. However, the other one is out of stock. So we thought, well, we can't just charge you full price for one. What are we going to do? So we decided we'd do buy one, get one free. So it's second chance, best ever value Sunday is what you're looking at now on this.
Now, isn't that lovely?
That is gorgeous.
And that's just the background. So that's just creating me a nice background piece on a card. I think they look so effective when you put them together. And it's through any stencils. Any stencils you've got, they're going to work an absolute treat. Now, I know, crikey, we're rushing through time here. I've still got loads I want to show you. What about onto glass again? So remember this here. So if we want to do it onto glass, let's have a little look. Oh, I'm going to get the gold one out. The gold is fabulous. And again, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to can you see, flick up a little bit here. So this is like a little bit of grass from the base here. And then this, bear in mind, this won't be permanent. So don't be expecting it to go permanent. This is just for you to use for like decorative purposes. So there's my little bit of grass on the bottom. And then I'm going to put my love hearts. So for this you need the wider edge, and all I'm going to do is go, so we're just bringing it into like a little point there, can you see? So we're just little love hearts coming down like this, and I think these are lovely to do, nice little easy projects. And then if you want to do your flowers as well, your flowers are just going to come round and basically, oh no, that's the small edge, and you'll see it's just not as flexible. So with my flowers, I'm just going all the way around. It's like a little love heart, but you keep on going and you've got the middle of a flower. So there's a one in the copper, and I'll do a little one in the silver as well. So it just shows you all these different surfaces, whether it's ceramic or wood or tile or glass, you can go into all these different surfaces with those pens. I mean, just to give you an idea here, look at this one here. This is like a mixed media project where it's been with a glue gun. So we've gone onto the raised part here with the glue gun. This is, oh, this is lovely, this one. So this is like a coaster, painted, just coloured in onto a coaster and then covered in a little bit of varnish. The technique that I did earlier today, Joe, was the embossing folder and just using the colours over an embossing folder. That looks amazing there.
Beautiful.
This is if you want to do stamping with it. So stamping, and then we've gone over with a little bit of glitter on there. Because they work, because they're metallic, they're going to work on like dark surfaces as well. So how nice is this one on like a little notebook? Again, there's another one of those used just with the metallic, especially if you add a little bit of glycerin, you can rub all of this over and you get that lovely metallic sheen. On your 3D embossing folders, it looks fabulous. This is just on some bits and then die cut out and made into like a little holder on there. Onto acetate. This stamp, by the way, we've put in the technique kit because it's a brilliant one to demonstrate colouring onto acetate. There's the same stamp again, coloured onto the front of a card and coloured through with the acetate. Colour all of your die cut pieces out with it. It's going to work wonderful with your die cut pieces. And then the technique that I showed you earlier was where you stamp up and then spritz your stamp, and it gives you this sort of background effect. Aren't they amazing?
Is it absolutely incredible? And so much you can do with them. really, for thinking about it, such a minimal investment. You know, if you want to do all of those techniques, if you've got, of course, we've got a technique kit for you. But in fact, if you went for these and the technique kit, I mean, it's still a minimal investment when you consider the amount that you're able to do with it. $11.99 gets you both sets of these. That means you've got a cost per marker of £1 in the UK. They're $16.95 in the US. Loads of pictures still coming in. We love it when you send us pictures. This is from Stacey. This is using the vintage lace, I believe, has been used here. Definitely the Chantilly lace border, isn't it?
Lovely. Absolutely love that, Stacey. Well done. That's gorgeous.
Really beautiful. And then using the Rococo frames here, the next one is from Stephanie.
Ah, you see, that's the beauty with Second Chance. People are actually, do you know, we should maybe make it a rule, if you're requesting something to come back up, you should send some pictures of things that you've made as well.
Absolutely. We've got a Telfie next.
Oh, Telfie!
Mariz has sent us in a Telfie, which we always love.
Look at that, all three of us. We're all in it. Hey, Mariz, I love it. I hope you've had a lovely Sunday. I was going to say afternoon, but where are you watching from, Mariz?
I think Mariz is in the US off the top of my head.
Well, I hope you've been having a lovely morning with us, Mariz.
If it's Mariz, I believe it is the Mariz I'm thinking of, is in the US. But yes, do let me know. What an amazing first Second Chance Sunday this has been. What I'm going to do is, in the week, I'll go back through all the comments that have gone through here on Facebook during the show and after the show, and I'll pick out all of your requests about what you want us to bring back, and we'll do our best. I have already got some of your requests. You've sent them to me personally, and you've sent them to studio, and the commercial team are already looking at those and seeing what we can bring back, and whether maybe we could bring it back, but do we have to make the deal a little bit better, which I'm not sorry about. I'll be completely honest with you. Now,
who do you actually work for, Joe? Is it me or is it our viewers?
I'm literally
quite often I feel like it's definitely not the company, it's the viewers and the customers he works for. He like fights your corner.
Someone called me the Robin Hood of craft the other week, and I'm okay to run with that one. I really, really am. Now, something else that happened earlier today was the UK warehouse clearance. What an incredible morning we had. Now, we've still got some bits available for you. £25 to get £100 worth of goodies in our mystery bags, and you can buy up to 3 of these in one transaction. And these were jam-packed full, weren't they, this morning, these bags, Sarah?
Oh, absolutely. If you haven't already got one, or should I say, if you haven't already got 3, go and get them, because they're only going to be available today on the website. After tomorrow, they're all going to be coming off.
I knew it was Mariz, is Mary in Tennessee. That's exactly who I thought it was. So thank you for that. Yes, they will be going, so make sure you grab them before they go, because there's nothing worse than deciding you want something and then it not being there anymore. So definitely grab that. You can go back and watch the whole UK warehouse clearance a little later if you want to on our website. All of our shows live there all the time. Then we've got the now the kits, but I think, is it only the Christmas? Just the Christmas ones that we've got left. All the others sold out. The Christmas one, though, is chock-a-block full for £20. It's amazing value. And there's a really, really good deal as well on the wheelie bag. I know how disappointed our UK viewers were when we couldn't bring them the wheelie bag in the US warehouse clearance. So it's in the UK clearance. It is a comparable deal. £200 worth of product, including the bag, coming to you for £89.99. It is a great deal. Also free shipping on that, and you can use your Club Inspired discount. Now, so what did you think then? Did you enjoy Second Chance Sunday? Do you think it's got the potential to become like one of our favourite shows of the week, Sarah? I've got a good feeling about it.
Oh, I love it. The thing is, what I like is it's your show. So you tell me, you tell Joe, you tell us what you want us to bring back. But what you've got to remember is we've got all of the masterclasses. So it's just a little hour-long show where we just repeat the deals. You can go back and watch the whole masterclass. So the metallic markers, there's a whole masterclass on them. The nesting dies, a whole masterclass. Vintage lace, a whole masterclass. It's just obviously the deals only last for 48 hours. So if you've missed out on the deal, but you've got the masterclass there to go back and watch, you can go back and watch the whole show, and Joe will just be bringing you basically all the deals that you ask for back. So if you've got a certain request, let us know, and Joe will be back here this time next Sunday.
Yes, I will indeed. 4 p.m. Here in the UK, or 11 a.m. if you're on the East Coast. I'll see you back here. It's a date. I'm with you. Well, I'm with you every day now. I mean, there really is no escaping me, which is either a good thing or a bad thing? I'll let you decide. Is it double Sara tomorrow as well?
Oh, it's just me and you all day. And I'm actually in here really early because I'm obviously going
Triple
live
Sara.
to Create and Craft from 7:30 in the morning. So all of you UK viewers, make sure you're with me on Create and Craft at 7:30 in the morning. Joe and I are doing a favour box masterclass. That's going to be a fantastic one. A lot of you have asked for these. So I'm doing a whole masterclass on our favour boxes at 11 o'clock. Then I'm back on Create and Craft in the afternoon again. And then we're back up for Monday Makers, and we've got a brilliant show lined up for Monday Makers for you. And everything I've got in Create and Craft, I'm going to be building into the Monday Makers show as well. So make sure you tune in for Monday Makers too.
Oh, it's going to be an amazing bank holiday Monday. I wonder if it's not a bank holiday in the US. Bank holiday here in the UK. Is it Memorial Day weekend this weekend? Oh, you've just had it. Sorry. Maybe it's not a bank holiday. Do you know what? Every day's a bank holiday for most people at the moment anyway. So stick with us. I will see you back here. Don't forget to check your basket. It's out. If you're here in the UK, have a great evening. If you're in the US, have a wonderful day. Myself and Sara will see you back here tomorrow. Take care.